but you need to give this reminder to yourself. At that moment of time, you decide, what should I do? Should I get angry or should I remain at peace? I have been angry so many times, and I've seen the result. Now let me try to be at peace and see what happens. Every time you give yourself a try. Okay, let me try. Let me give a chance to be at my own self and see. Right? Every time I do that, what will happen? That will come into my practice. That will become my habit. But yes, I need to be determined that I continue to do that. That's very important. I need to be determined. And once I'm determined, I can achieve it. I can achieve it. Right? So now when you are coming to the communion with the God, right, and I connect, I also have to know who is this God. And I know that He is a point of light, but then I also know where is He. Now suppose I say that, okay, you have to think of your mother. Now you should know, no, who is your mother, how is she. If you are introducing a child, a newborn baby, a child grows up, you say, she's your mama, he is your papa, right? You introduce, right? He comes to know. And then what happens? He feels secure only in mother's lap. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. Right? Because he knows this is my mother. Right? So similarly, when we are in meditation and when we are communicating with God, we need to know who is He. Why should I communicate with Him? So where is He? Now God is a supreme entity, and of course His abode has to be also supreme. It cannot be this world which is full of negativities. This abode is beyond this world, beyond the universe, right? And it is an abode which is full of golden red light, a peaceful light. A light which is not this physical light which gives heat, but it is the light of the soul, which is a metaphysical light. And in that abode of light resides our Supreme Father. He has His highest position. See, a president sits in his position. If he comes down from his position, nobody will listen to him for whatever he has to say. Right? It's only when you are in a particular position and you give some command, people will listen to you. So God also has a particular position. He can't be just everywhere, wherever we want. Right? Yes, He can be everywhere, wherever we want in our minds, but not physically. So He has a particular position, a chair, his abode, and that abode is beyond this world. So when I need to connect with Him, I also need to go beyond this physical world, travel, my mind travels, the soul travels beyond this physical world to that golden red light abode, and visualizes Him as a point of light there, and then I take all that peace, that power, the blessings, what I want from Him, who is the eternal source of love, He is the eternal source of peace, He is the eternal source of purity, He is the eternal source of knowledge, He is the eternal source of powers. Anytime I feel disempowered, I switch on to soul consciousness, I switch on to His consciousness, God consciousness, and I feel myself under His umbrella, under His shower of powers, and I feel myself powerful. And that gives me the strength to face the situations. So this is meditation. And when we do meditation in this way, there comes a transformation of our negative sanskars into positive sanskars. And when that transformation comes into our personality, then that is what we call as giving us the eternal peace and happiness, the joy that we want. So let's do a little practice. I've got a video here. Again, I would request you all to please be seated straight, relax your body, sit straight and eyes open, and we'll see this.
Sitting quietly, allowing the body to be comfortable and relaxed. I can feel the tension neck, my face dissolve. The awareness of the body melts into the distance. I focus my thoughts on I, the being of light. In this awareness of I, the soul, with the power of my mind, I can travel beyond the limits of my physical senses. My senses supply information of the physical dimension. The power of my mind reaches far beyond the limits of matter. Transcends the limits of time, of distance, the physical universe. I enter another dimension. I find myself in a space of silence. A world of light stretching into infinity. See no walls, surrounded by light. Here, the element of light, my natural element, I too, being of light, sparkle. This is where I belong. This is my home. I recognize this place. I had forgotten it. But now, I have rediscovered it. It feels comfortable and very familiar. This is my home, a world of light, the land of silence, of peace.
experience?
Very good.
Yes? Yes, please. We have another mic. Would like to.
No, so I think I just wanted to know how can we incorporate this in everyday life in situations where you're feeling stressed and you're feeling disconnected from the source. It happens frequently.
Yeah.
So how can we use this to again sort of plug us back to the supreme source? Is that a practical way of using it?
Yeah. See, the most important thing is, we need to train our subconscious mind, right? So the most important time is before going to sleep at night. You practice for 5 minutes before going to sleep. Make it an aim. That once I'm on the bed, I just not go to sleep. But I be myself first, practice this meditation, and then I go to sleep, surrendering everything to God, giving away all day routine to God, and with very positive thought in my mind that yes, whatever happened for good, and tomorrow it's going to be the best. Okay, I'll be in my best tomorrow. And then I go to sleep with such a positive mind state, because this is what I decree to my subconscious. When I sleep, it's a very sound sleep, and when I get up in the morning, the last thought of the night is the first thought that I have in the morning. The last thought was, I'm going to be the best tomorrow. So the first thought I'm going to be the best today. Okay, and that first thought gives me that energy, that power within me. And again, I meditate with the Supreme to take His blessings, and I start my day. Visualize a whole day throughout. In the morning itself, just visualize a whole day. This is what I'm going to do, and this is not only what I'm going to do, but this is what I'm going to be along with what I am going to do. What we are doing up till now is only chalking out our plans for what we are going to do. Okay, I want to meet this one, I want to go there, I want to go. But how I want to be while doing that? I want to be at peace, I want to be at love, I want to be, at knowledge. It's like my original quality. I want to be very happy. I'm going to do this very happily. I'm going to do this with love. I'm going to do this with enthusiasm. I'm going to do this with peace. Right? So start even visualizing yourself doing all those things with what you are, by being that. And that's meditation. Once you start visualizing that, what you are, you be that while doing. Now you go into action. You have already decreed it to your subconscious mind. Now when you go into action, suddenly there is a situation, what will happen, what you have fed to your subconscious, that will come first. So when you come some sudden situation which is very stressful, or which is something which you have not thought of and it has just popped in. Okay, you plan something and some sudden thing come up. Now what will happen, the first thought that will come, what you have fed to your subconscious. So you have fed in your mind that I am going to be the best today. You have fed that yes, I am going to be very peaceful. So when the sudden situation comes, the subconscious will give you that thought first. And you will start again becoming that. Again you meditate during that time. And your intuition power will work out. Because you are detached from the situation. Because that stressful situation, you are not now the part of it. Now you know that I need to be detached. The situation is different, I am different. So your intuition starts working, your intellect starts working to give you a good decision, to go beyond the box, to think beyond the situation, think of an alternative. You don't get stuck there with a stressful situation. You start thinking something beyond there for a solution. There your intuition, you get the solutions, and you trust your intuition, which is honed with the spiritual power, and you work upon it, and you get success. You go ahead. Now this goes into your memory. You go ahead, fine, happy, going smooth. Again, another turn. Again, another situation. Now what will happen? That memory of success which you have gained, that will again pop in. Okay, that time I did this. Again, let me do something. Again, let me be detached. Again, you do it. So again and again, you have an aim of doing it. And then it becomes your sanskar, it becomes a personality trait, and it will become so automatic, so natural, that it will happen. But yes, one thing, you cannot say that no situation will ever come. because we are amidst ocean. Here we are in Goa, we see the beaches, the oceans. What are there? Waves. If you see there are no waves coming, would you like to be there in that beach? You would want, oh, wave, come. I'm standing here and you're standing on the beach and you want the waves to come. Don't you?
Yes.
You won't say, oh, wave, stop, I'm standing here. So you don't come. So is the life like that beach. So let the waves will come. You say, oh, now no problem, I'm meditating so much, I'm doing this and I'm so peaceful. Now there will be no problem in my life. Problems will knock and knock and knock at your door. But now what is the change? That I am the master of those problems. I have got the solution for those problems. And now a time comes that I can also perceive the problem beforehand. Oh, this problem is going to come and I am now prepared in advance with my armor, whatever I need to have to face that problem in a successful way. That's the power of meditation. And therefore when we sit in meditation, it's not that no thoughts should come. No. Then we can't gain that concentration. Concentration is not no thought. Concentration is particular thought. Particular thoughts, only positive thoughts. No negative thought, fine. But no thought at all? No, that's not concentration. Concentration is only the flow of positive thoughts, only positive memories. We associate ourselves only with positive memories. Let's do one activity. Is there time? I think it's time up. Yes? What's the time now, please? Okay, so I think it's the time up now. Yes, the session is over. Okay, fine, maybe next time, sometime we'll do it. But there are very good activities which make us realize that how we need to associate with positive memories. How we need to have a good mental positioning every time. Suppose I am in a very bad mood. Suppose you go to a boss and the boss is in a very mad mood. And you want to talk about your promotion. What is going to happen? Gone. Never, promotion will never happen. Right? So the mood has to be good. That means the positioning, mental positioning should be good. Suppose I'm in a very good, now we have meditated and peace and everything, so we're in a very good mental positioning. Now suddenly if any situation will come, what will happen? You'll say, it's fine, this has come, it will go away. But suppose I'm very stressed and all, and then again there's another situation. One situation is not over now, another situation, what is this life? Why? Because I was not in a good positioning, mental positioning. So we need to, this meditation teaches us to remain in a positive mental positioning every time. And to associate with positive memories every time. You associate with what is good, has happened in good in your life. Don't focus on the negative. Keep on focusing only on positive and positive and positive, negative will go away. If you don't want to entertain anybody at your home, what do you do? If that person comes and you don't want to entertain, what will you do? You don't pay attention to that person, right? You go on doing your work and all. That person will feel, she or he is so busy, they don't have any respect for me or they don't have any time for me. Okay, let me go away. Next time I'm not going to come here. No, that person will himself decide. I don't have to say that you don't come to my home. That person will himself say that I'm not going to come to this place again, to this person again. Right? He doesn't have time for me. Similarly for negative, don't pay any attention. Just pay attention to positive, 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 positive. So thank you very much. And may you have a very peaceful life.